I fucked it. Did you see that? Fuck that handshake, bro. Jesus. That sucks. That's a bad way to start, Ben. I should have gone in like that. I shouldn't have fucking fist grabbed the dude. You find that now? Greeting people's really hard? For dudes, it's changed. We used to just be handshake every man you've ever seen in your life, you know? But now they've all got fist, and I turned me around, and now I'm fucked. I was honestly at a kid's party today, and this lady tried to hug me. She was a complete stranger, and she tried to hug me. And I was like trying to shake her hand because she was a stranger. She hugged me, and I freaked out, and I grabbed her in the pussy, eh? Just like... It was brutal. It's like, fuck, how's it going? It's like, fucking... This is awkward. Anyway, we both stayed. It was weird. We had to look at each other for the rest of the day. Handshake was over. I don't know why I ever became a comedian. I've tried to think about that this week. I think it's because I hate taxes. Yeah, because I've been a chef since I was 15 years old. So, like, I have zero superannuation. I have nothing, man, between comedy and chefing. Which I never understood anyway. I never understood why we wanted to, like, waste our young life to save for an old life where we're going to have dementia anyway. Do you know? That's why I pulled all of my money during COVID. I was like, dude, this is my plan. Take it all, have a great time, and then just start using non-stick pans when I hit 60. That's my retirement plan, dude. I'm sticking to it. It was weird though, you know, when COVID happened, no one else pulled their money. Everyone was still trying to compound interest. I'm like, we're going under. It's fucking over. What are you trying to compound? Like, obviously I'm not going to get anything with $3,000, so I might as well have a good time. Like, the world was either going to end and everything was fucked, or I felt like technology would fix everything. And we'd have robot arms and 3D printed hearts and we'd be fine. But either way, I don't need my savings. That's how I calculated it. Do you not think the world's crazy? It's nuts. I grew up like before the internet existed for a while. And then like I'm half-half. I'm like half pre-internet, half post-internet. Yeah. So I've seen shit. Like the internet's fucked, man. Like now everyone thinks they're a scientist. Do you find your friends come to you with all these facts that they know nothing about? My friend was talking to me about screen time. Like, oh, these kids are fucked, man. They got all this screen time. I was like, dude, when I grew up, I knew kids who thought that one of the TV was one of their parents. Like, kids now have mobile screen time. This kid legitimately had a fatherly figure as a TV. And he's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with him. And they talk about, like, the imagery for these kids. There's too much flashing imagery for kids on their phones. But I just remember my dad used to flick channels at such a high rate when I was a kid that I legitimately thought Wheel of Fortune, Law and Order was a show. He'd be flicking fucking channels. He'd be like, Dad, wait. 3 more letters, we're going to know who the killer is. Check it out. We need to get the end of this. Did you have a dad that used to fucking just bang it out? Kids would come over for fish and chips, they'd leave with epilepsy. I feel like we started something in my hometown, dude. It was just like tartar sauce and seizures just over in the corner. Anyway, I had to find out what the ending was. This kid's going to have to look after himself. Do you find that with all of this shit? Like, we have no idea what's going on, right, in the world. The internet's just fucking let loose. No one has any idea what's happening. Like, did you know there's some people that have retired before the internet even existed? And they're still in the world right now. You can see them at any shopping mall between 11 and 3. That's nuts. I go down there high as fuck. I eat a muffin. I watch these dudes. It's insane. Do yourself a favour. Do you know what I'm talking about? They're like full pre-internet people. They'd have never even done an email. They're still in the world right now, just like walking around like some pre-internet zombie, jangling their keys into electric doors and shit, asking people for directions. And I'm like, dude, when these people die, like that's the last of that human being ever. will never see another pre-internet human being with their eyes all fucked up from reading books, with their back all twisted from manual labour, hair all grey from staring into a microwave too long. It's like, oh, look da! Roast a lamb leg in under 45 minutes. Who knew? Do you know that microwaves aren't good for you? That's a new thing, man. That's on the internet. You can go and check that out. And that's why I feel sorry for young kids, right? Like, it's not the screen time. It's just the amount of information that kids have. That's why they're depressed. Because imagine being 14 years old right now, having the internet, and never having sex before, but knowing what gonorrhea looks like. I don't blame these kids, man. I'd be depressed as fuck. Like when we grew up, I used to smoke cigarettes, right? And I knew that maybe there was something bad about it, but I could brush it off and just casually have a cigarette. And that was stress-free. That was awesome. But kids these days can't even use dishwashing liquid without thinking about cancer. Dishwashing liquid fucks you up. Did you know that? It does, man. It causes cancer. That's why the internet, there's fucking too much of this shit. We're all stressed out. But old people don't have to give a fuck, man. Do you know what I mean? Old people used to use cooking oil as sunscreen. Without a care in the world. Just looking for a tan with canola oil, dude. Like, because it's the stress that's going to get us, not those fucking old people, man. They're all just like cruising around on cruise ships, just looking at all of the destruction that they've made. It's like, oh, look, da. It's a dead dolphin. I hope there's no old people in here. I was really gambling on that. I hope we're all young, virile people. I got in trouble on the internet the other day. I got called a racist. Because people are pretty negative, dude. But all I was trying to say was, you know, Xi Jinping only has 5-star reviews on his autobiography. Fair. That's what that's what that is. Now you all think I'm a racist, dude. Did you know that? Xi Jinping, the Chinese communist leader, only has 5-star reviews on his autobiography. Does that not blow your mind? Fuck, you think I'm racist? Is that what you think? You're like, oh, it's tense now, right? From one thing. I'm not. I believe Asian people can drive. Thank you. Over their own citizens in tanks. Hey, that's a historical fact, bro. I looked that up on the internet. There is nothing racist about that at all. Is there? I'm in trouble, aren't I? That's fucking... Look at the tension, man. Isn't that nuts? You can't say anything about China whatsoever. It gets real tense. I don't know if it's TikTok or what. I'm just going to wait to see if I'm going to get assassinated. Because don't you think it's weird? Like Donald Trump was talking about keeping Mexicans out with a wall, and we were all like, oh, that's racist. But China did it 5,000 years ago. And we were like, oh, that's a World Heritage Site, babe. Check that out. How good is it? We should get the kids over there, take some photos. Why are all the arrow things facing inwards? That's obviously weird. I'm high as fuck. Is this going good? Going well for you? My eyes don't blink as well, so like... Is that what you're all thinking the whole time? Yeah. I look like every unsolved murder suspect. I totally get it. I don't want to bring it up anymore. I can't be fucked, but like... I was a chef for 15 years. People never told me my eyes don't blink. I just look like every other chef ever. Like a drug addict or an ex-prison convict. Yeah. There you go, there's one. How about No, it's good for comedy. I can make 1,000 jokes about my eyes. It is not good for family court proceedings. I'm not going to get my son back, dude. I'm in deep shit. It's alright, he's Spanish. He has no idea what's going on. Poor little amigo. This thing keeps flashing. I don't know what the fuck that means, but... Are we close? What do you reckon? Yeah, sick. We're off. I think I'm going to get out of here. Guys, you've been fantastic. I'll see you later. Thank you very much.
Boy!
Hey, buddy. Hello, guys.
Hi, how's it going? I'm Milo, sorry.
Tim.
Nice to meet you.
Annabelle, hi.
Hello.
How was that?
It's good.